Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto Raptors win an absolute thriller, 97-95 over the Indiana Pacers in Toronto. So you know what that means? The first thing you know I have to do, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know what that is, damn it.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. This was a big game here, folks. This was a big game. This is 9 games in a row, 9 wins in a row for the Toronto Raptors. And listen, I got to tell you something, man. For a team that has now gone to 2-16, the Indiana Pacers came out and fought their ass off in this one. I'm not kidding. I mean, they put up a hell of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. I am not playing around here. I mean, 97-95. A couple of these dudes were out here balling. I'm talking about Jay Huff, okay, and TJ McConnell. For goodness sakes, before I get to the Raptors, those two dudes were just out here balling. Okay, now 16 points for TJ McConnell in 24 minutes in this one. Huff had 10 points, 6 rebounds as well, but they both played really, really well and kept the Pacers into this thing. And you know, it is sad for the Indiana Pacers. Quickly, just before I get to the Toronto Raptors, it's really sad. It's really sad to see this team go to the championship in Game 7 and almost win the entire thing, to now going 2-16. And listen, we got Canadians on the team. The Indiana Pacers are a team that I like. They got a whole bunch of injuries here, but it's over for them. It's over. 2-16. I think you and me, and I'm not trying to be funny here, we're holding a moment of silence for the season of the Indiana Pacers. Come back strong next season, Indiana. I know you will, actually. I know you will. I'm not worried about the Pacers. They will be back, especially when they're healthy. When they get their horses back, trust me, they will be off to the races. Now, let's get into our team, damn it, the Toronto Raptors. So Colin Murray-Boyles actually got the start in this one. Okay, RJ Barrett is still out. I think they said he's going to be reevaluated in about a week. Take that with a grain of salt because I might have heard that wrong. I'll have to update that. I'll give you that update on Saturday after I do the post game for that game. But the Raptors, when they came out in this game, my goodness, they were not looking good here, folks. They were not looking good. They came out looking pretty weak, lethargic. They were lacking energy. It just did not look good. And you can tell that the Raptors in this game, they look tired. And they look tired all the way through, pretty much. They had some pretty bad turnovers throughout the first quarter. Offensively, they just looked confused at times, and they were 1 for 9 from 3-point range in the first quarter. They were down 25-21 after the first quarter. But wait, it gets worse because the Pacers ended up going on a 10-0 run starting in the first quarter, going into the second quarter, and then with 11:06 remaining in that second Q, so the quarter just starts, Darko had to take an emergency timeout because things were just getting away. And then the Raptors were missing everything from everywhere, and it just did not look good. Like Barnes had 6 points early, Ingram had 6 points early, and they were kind of doing their thing. And we'll get to some of the numbers here in just a second. But it didn't look good. It didn't look good. And the Pacers were up 42-36 with 5:49 remaining in that second Q. Now, there are a bunch of players a bunch of players. Maybe not a bunch, but there are some players I definitely got to drop bombs for today. Okay. And the first guy that I'm going to mention, even before I get to BI, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the bench because, damn it, these last few games, this young man has shown up. He struggled starting the season, but damn it, he has officially arrived. Welcome to the season, Jacoby. He's putting back to back games, good performances here. And he really did his thing. 13 points in this game. He played over 30 minutes here, folks. He played 32 minutes in this game. He went 5 of 10 from the field. Circle this number here, guys. Circle and gals. Circle this number. 3 of 5 from 3-point range. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals in this game. And boy, you know what? There's another part, but I'll mention it a little bit later when I get to talking about the fourth quarter. But all you guys have to know is that Jacoby Walter is out here balling. And he did get extended minutes because, unfortunately, Grady Dick was in this game. He did play 7 minutes in this game, but he took a really hard fall going up for a rebound. He landed on his backside, but then when he came down, he ended up hitting his head. And it didn't look good. I was actually surprised that he was able to get up and run back on defense after it happened. But shortly after that, he ended up checking out the game. And unfortunately for Grady Dick, he did not return. So prayers up for Grady Dick. And hopefully he's okay because he is important. Even though he's been struggling, at some point he's going to find his game. He's going to find his game. The shooting will be back. And he will be another important piece for us off the bench. So prayers up for Grady Dick. We hope he's all right. And we hope to see him back in a lineup soon. So Pacers, they didn't really have like any crazy shot blockers in the game. Like Huff, yeah, he can block some shots, but because they didn't really have like any, established shot blockers, I really wanted to see the Raptors start attacking the paint. And one guy that did a really good job getting to the free throw line in this game was one Scottie Barnes. So you know that we are going to drop one for him. 36 minutes in this game. He had 24 points, 5 of 12 from the field. But circle this number, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. He went 14 of 14 from the free throw line. 14 of 14 from the free throw line, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? That is very important. And we will get to that, why that was so important, in just a little bit. But also, in addition to that, 10 rebounds, 4 assists as well to go with it, and a block. And so Scottie Barnes was just out here doing his thing. Okay? We know what Scottie Barnes is. I told you. Damn it, he's a Swiss Army knife. Okay?
Guaranteed.
Swiss Army knife. He's gonna do it all for you. He is going to do it all for you. And that is what's so great about having a guy like Brandon Ingram. Drop one for him. 26 points in this game, 11 of 23 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, block. We needed everything that we got from BI tonight. We needed everything we got from everyone tonight with this 2-point win. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, call me the fifth quarter because, damn it, this is a Raptors game breakdown in 12, and I think I have yet to finish in 12 minutes. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I did it once. Not going to happen today either. Okay. So listen, Siakam, on the other hand, the Raptors did a pretty good job of holding Siakam down in this one. All right. Pascal Siakam played 31 minutes in this game. He only had 11 points. You did your job here. 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. That's important. Notice how I'm emphasizing the free throw line in this game. I'm coming back. I'm going to circle back here, folks, because all of this stuff at this point matters. Benedict Mathurin in this one, 15 points. Benedict Mathurin, man, 4 of 9 from 3-point range. He just scares me. Every time I play against this guy, every time we play against Benedict Mathurin and the Indiana Pacers, he just frightens me. He just frightened me. I know he was injured for a bit, still looked like he's getting acclimated, coming back into the lineup. But the way he can shoot it from downtown, the way he got some handles and can get into the lane, like he's just so crafty. Like he's going to be a hell of a player when he reaches his prime because he ain't there yet. And I'm telling you, when he does, he is going to be frightening, just frightening. He also had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He had 4 turnovers, but he had a steal as well. And he looked pretty good in this game as well. Emmanuel quickly, I thought, went about his business quietly in this one. Not a great shooting night, but did well down the stretch, I thought. 35 minutes in this game, 15 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3-point range. Only shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Want to see that improve, but also gave you 5 rebounds and 6 assists. And so what I've realized and what we have all realized on a consistent basis is that Emmanuel quickly is giving us something else just besides scoring. He's getting to the glass for you. He's setting guys up in shooting position. He's finding guys. Okay, that's important. Playing a bit of defense as well. These are all the things that we talked about that we want to see Emmanuel quickly be able to do at the beginning of the season. There was a few games when the season just started. We weren't seeing it. Now we're seeing it a bit more. It's important. We need to see that because he's capable of it. And we want to see Emmanuel quickly play winning basketball. He's a huge part of the Raptors winning games. Jakob Poeltl, you know what? Definitely dropping one for him. If I didn't already give one to Emmanuel quickly, he's going to be getting one too. Okay, because Jakob Poeltl in this game, 32 minutes, 8 points, 4 6 from the field, always efficient. We know that. 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And I'm going to come back to that 1 block, okay, a little bit later. But the Raptors went into halftime and in a 12-0 run. That's not partly, it was a massive part of what helped the Raptors win this game. That 12-0 run, because they were down 49-38, and they went on a 12-0 run going into the half over the final 422 in that second quarter, right? So it was 50-49 at the half. And then Jacoby Walter comes out of the halftime like a bat out of hell, okay? And he makes a big 3 to go up 6, 55-49. The Raptors are now on a 17-0 run, continuing from the second quarter. And what I really liked about that play, if you guys didn't see it, so Jacoby hit a big 3, and Scottie was hype. And he was chest bouncing Jacoby Walter, and he was yelling and screaming, spit just flying everywhere. And you can see in Jacoby's face how much he appreciated that. Even though he made it seem like it was no big deal, but you can just tell, man. Like, it's so good to see when the leader of your team is celebrating you. It's important. It gives your other guys confidence. It makes them want to do well for you. And that's one thing that I really like about Scottie Barnes, man. He seems to be really good with his teammates. His teammates really, really seem to like him. And it's such a big thing to me, but I think with all of us, right? I think it's big for all of us because you want to see your players happy. You want to see your players with good vibes. All of those things matter. And then after that, Jacoby Walter hits another 3. Then he steals the ball. He's going in. He's out in transition, misses the layup, but then Brandon Ingram follows it up with a 2-hand flush after that as well. Now, there are still some things that are pissing me off with some bad individual lapses on defense. I think the communication, and I've talked about this a lot, pretty much damn near in every episode. Communication needs to be a bit better. It needs to be a bit better. You got to be yelling ball. You got to be yelling help side. You got to be calling out screens. You got to be doing all of that. These guys got to know where everyone is at all times. At all times. If you go watch the replays of this game, folks, I'm telling you, there's some lapses here and there where guys are just wide open from 3-point range. Guys are wide open under the basket. Nobody's calling ball, so nobody's looking. They're just running, leaving guys wide open. It gets frustrating at times. And I can tell, man, you can see Darko gets extremely pissed at certain times when he's calling these damn timeouts.
This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this.
It's annoying at times, but they're going to get better. They're going to get better. Still early in the season. Still got to make some adjustments. They do look, good at time in spurts defensively as well, especially at the right times, which is extremely important. But overall, they looked better in that third quarter. But damn, was McConnell killing us. I mean, how does he get open all the time? Inside and around the paint for that 10-footer, 11-footer, 12-footer that he always makes. He's crafty, man. He is crafty. And it's just so annoying, but a thing of beauty at the same time, isn't it? It really is. But overall, the Raptors did do a better job in that third quarter playing some damn defense. And there was a play where, who was it on the Indiana Pacers? I think it was Ben Shepherd, who was going out. He got the ball in transition. The Pacers were pushing it up the floor. And B.I. got back and swatted it left hand off the glass. Okay, that's the type of defensive effort that we have to see in a grind them out game like this. In a grind them out game like this. Okay, 8-0 run now. 8-0 run. 31 seconds left in that third Q. And so when we end the third quarter, we're down by 6. It's 76-70. Walter ended up having 8 points in the quarter. Let's head to the fourth. McConnell is just whooping ass out here. Just killing dudes. And it's so frustrating. But at the same time, he's just really damn good. Honestly, he's such an underrated player to me. Can't shoot worth a damn from 3. But when he steps in below that 3-point line, he's cooking. Absolutely cooking. Now, Jacoby Walter, I've talked about him. Okay? You guys, let me know what you guys think about Jacoby Walter and how he's playing in the comments, please. Let me know what you think. He took a big charge from Benedict Mathurin with 4:29 remaining in that fourth quarter. And Scottie Barnes kept going to the basket, attacking. And he ends up going 14 of 14 from the free throw line. Why did I keep mentioning free throws in this game? Well, the Raptors end up winning by 2 and go 22 of 27 from the free throw line. They shot 81%. Why is that big, ladies and gentlemen? The Indiana Pacers shot 14 of 23 from the free throw line in this game. They missed 9 free throws. They shot 61% and ended up losing by 2. This is why I talk constantly about being able to make free throws. And I'm not saying you have to make 100% of your free throws, but you can't be shooting 61%. You got to shoot above 80% at least, what the Raptors just did in this game. 13 turnovers for the Raptors, 18 for the Indiana Pacers. They did a bit of a better job protecting the basketball. But get this, the Raptors only shot 5 of 26 from 3-point range. 19% from 3-point range. Yikes. I mean, are you kidding me? You got to do better than that. And typically, you're not going to see the Raptors go 5 of 26 from 3-point range. So we're not really tripping there. But damn, that was not a good shooting night from 3-point range. But I do have to mention this before we get to that big shot from BI. Pirtle came up with a massive block on Siakam. There was about 12 or 13 seconds left remaining in the game. Okay. So we get the block. Now we have possession. So what do? We do the smart thing. We go straight to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram gets the ball. He's on the left side of the court. He goes one-on-one against Siakam. Has the ball at 3-point range. Takes a couple of dribbles in. Pulls up from mid-range. The mid-range assassin. Okay? Splashes it right in front of Siakam. 0.6 seconds remaining in this game. Damn it. Mathurin got a shot up but I think it was like an air ball, maybe hit part of the rim and flew over. And the Raptors end up winning this thing 97-95. But guys, the dogs came out for the Raptors when we needed them. They just did their thing here, folks. They just did their thing. And guess what? Even though the Pacers are 2-16, and yes, we did hold a moment of silence for their season because it is over, I still give a lot of respect to the Pacers in this one. They fought their ass off in this game. They really, really did. And it's a tough way to lose, but you got to give them some credit. You got to give the Indiana Pacers some credit. They came into Toronto and they put up a hell of a fight. And this was a pretty low scoring game. Nobody in triple digits in this one. So the Raptors do their thing. They end up winning this game. And boy, did we need it, because we want to make sure that we're holding a home court game, right, in the knockout round for the tournament. That's what we want to make sure that we do. At MikeRoach7 on IG, at MikeRoach23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the podcast. Thank you guys for all the love and support for this podcast. I couldn't do this without you. I have now eclipsed over 2,000 subscribers, and I don't take any one of you for granted. I want to make this a community. I want to make the comment section a safe space for all of us to talk about whatever we want to talk about. And please, we don't want to be throwing and hurling around insults. If you see any comment that you don't agree with, we can all come together and debate, and we can all discuss things respectfully. That's the kind of community that I want to build in regards to the Mike Roach podcast. And I want every single one of you to be a part of it with me. We're going to go on this journey, damn it, together. And I'm going to have some awesome guests coming on this show so that you guys can hear some different analysis from not just me, but some of the pros as well. I will be back again soon, folks. Until next time, peace. I'm out.